How important is international experience, especially for a school like INSEAD? So maybe your thoughts, and then I'll help you build up, and then maybe Ashmita, if you got with all the clients that you've been working with, if you got any 2 cents on that. So Pooja, maybe why don't you start?
I think, of course, international experience is super important for INSEAD because that's among one of their qualities that they ask out of the four. If you go to their website, so I'm not going to talk about the rest three, but international experience is one of their key factor that they want to see in your application. However, it's also true that not all the candidates they are coming, they have got a chance to work outside of their country. So in that case, it's if you do not have that experience, you have not worked outside, you do not think that only that is something that's counted as international experience. You can always bring out your international exposure in terms of maybe in your current role or previous role, you have worked with global teams, you have worked with international clients, even when you are in your country. Maybe you've worked on a project that gave you some international exposure. You can also mention travel as well, because there is in fact one whole page in INSEAD application where they specifically ask you that which are the countries you have gone for what purpose. I have written 5 countries just for traveling. So even if you have traveled, you can mention that in international experience. What they're trying to see that you have got an exposure to a different culture, have an understanding of the different culture, and you are open towards it. So even if you had a little experience while working in the global teams or with a client or something international client, just mention it. Even if you had a colleague who came to your country but was in your team, so you can mention that also, that I had a colleague who was from this country, I understood the culture, and it was this it gave me this insight or something like that. So any international interaction counts. Just what matters is how you represent that. So don't worry, I mean, I understand not everybody gets the chance to travel to internet to abroad, and you may not want to wait before for your application before you do that, of course. So any international experience count. Just ensure that you emphasize on that part in your application. Do not underestimate it. Even as I mentioned, all these examples also count. What matters is that you enhances that part in your application.